think that's what they're doing.
To
once again,
episode
totally off the rails.
52.
Brought to you by the Guardians of the Galaxy by Marvel.
All right. Well,
I might get sued for that one.
You guys had a pretty lackluster last session, right? Nothing happened. All you guys didn't give a shit, and then it ended.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I was totally fighting some Tamir daemons, and this person I just met named Ra sacrificed herself, and then all of a sudden I was reunited with my sister.
I'm sorry,
I believe we had a picnic with petrichors and party hats.
Oh, well, if that's what happened, then I guess you guys must be pretty low level. So,
I just remember being angry about the fact that my weapon doesn't do much damage.
So,
well, against the things that had both lightning immunity and infinite amounts of damage reduction.
And my piss-ass tiny little weapons.
Yeah. I'm hitting
Talk about barbarian rage.
So, Brianna left a note to say that last time we followed Hadhup to, recover him because he had been carried off. And we ended up going to this large courtyard area. There were these two large skeletons, a Thana demon, Sista demon, and Vanna demon. And they were like, the demons were chanting over Hadhup. So we started attacking the skeletons. We were able to take the skeletons down, although one did manage to strike down Khatri, but fortunately Khatri was able to be healed. And then Gort went over to the demons while we were fighting the skeletons and was able to kind of delay or interrupt their ritual a little bit.
Gort was being mission specific.
Mm-hmm. And then we downed the Biblio daemon and moved on to the Sista daemon. And the Thana daemon's like, hey, yo, if you just stop attacking, I'll go on my way. I'm just here to drive a boat. So we agreed to that. And all of a sudden, time started flowing normally again. Brianna tended to Hadhup as the three figures on the opposite side of the room became more clear. An elf ranger, someone with a falchion who faded, and Niev. Konstag and Niev ran to each other and had a, tender reunion, crying. Niev sort of tells the party how she came to be there, but strangely, nobody remembers things that she remembers. And then Tehran stepped out of her shadow, and he was all shadowy, and he said that he had to do a lot of things trying to find Brianna, but that he can bring her home. And Niev and Tehran let Brianna know. They said not to trust Ivy. Also, the Elf Ranger said not to trust Candor, because he ate his son or something like that.
Yeah.
Candor also warned not to let Ivy touch Antaeus. Let's see. And then basically Brianna informed Candor of what was happening. She gave Niev most of the items she had gotten from Candor, except for the ring. She couldn't take it off, and the pants. She said goodbye to the party and teleported away.
Yeah. That is where we begin this session. So, the armed units all fully sort of reach your reality. Bodies of daemons lie everywhere. Bodies of former guardsmen lie everywhere. The fort in this arena is a mess. And as you all look about the room, there is a familiar halfling that moves out from one of the battalions and makes his way over to you. And how did the 5 of you get here? And one of you has switched back.
Do I recognize this halfling?
No, but he has information about you. But you do not know who this person is.
I'm sorry. And your name was?
My name is... Crap, I forgot his name.
That's an unusual name.
Nice to meet you, Crap. Can I call you Crap for short?
What's his name?
I said go with it.
His last name's Carbinger. I think you guys were just referring to him as Commander Carbinger, which is what he will tell you to refer to him as, because I can't remember his first name.
Because his first name is Commander Crap. I forgot his name is Carbinger. It's an old family name.
Understandable.
You seem to be very well informed.
It's my job to be well informed. Now, how did the 5 of you end up here? You weren't here when we were dealing with our problem.
Well, I can say that we came around the back. The town seemed deserted and also strangely gray.
When the fort was attacked, we brought everyone inside to defend the fort. We were attacked from within, not from the outside.
Well, we entered from the outside, and as I said, it seemed like it was deserted until we got to a certain point.
And what about the rest of you? Wait, you say we. Who do you mean by we? Because you weren't with them before until recently. So if you came in through the back, presumably not with the rest of them.
Is the ranger still here or gone?
She is kind of looking about the bodies and looking for an easy way out.
I'll just sort of gesture to her. I'll say, this ranger helped us to get here and to get in.
What? Why are you pointing at me?
I was just letting this person know. He was asking how we got here.
I don't really know.
Well, we met you in the woods and you helped us get here. We were looking for somebody.
But I don't really understand how I got here. We came in, sure, but then all these people came in a different way. I don't understand what happened.
I don't fully understand it myself. I was just trying to at least answer.
Most likely you were inserted into the software.
The what?
Oh. What?
I said most likely you were inserted into the software.
I pull out the Candor book and just say, what is software and where does it get inserted?
Sir, do you come from Kashrin?
Yes, right, yeah.
You're not supposed to be here, are you?
And he looks down a little across his body and goes, what do you think? This is not the simulation I want to be locked into, but since I'm on my last clone.
Well, then you understand the value.
All hail the computer.
She, winces a little bit when you say that, and definitely does not return the reply. And then she'll actually kind of turn and walk away from you. Well, that's a weird person.
Yeah.
Clearly not from around here.
I definitely don't understand a word that's come out of his mouth.
No, I don't mean him. He makes sense. Our intel reports say that Gort is exactly who we expect him to be. When Gort joined you, we got an intel report. Did you not receive it?
I just got back.
The capital is being kept abreast of a number of things that you've been doing, or at least our contact within the capital has been, and then been returning us any intel they can gather. Gort, you hail from Kashran, and you are working on behalf of the computer to troubleshoot some issues we're having within the system, correct?
Yes, because this is something else.
Well, keep in mind that many of us are software here in this system. We are all applications working towards a specific purpose.
Yeah,
well,
I don't particularly care for the manifestation of this software, but...
Yes, well, that is part of what you're troubleshooting right now. There are some bugs that have, unfortunately, overtaken some of our original programming designations. Hopefully, you can root them out and make sure they're back to the way they're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
We believe this to be work of free radicals.
Let's get to it.
As for the rest of you, have you been working on your preparations for our movements on Halron? I can see from the silence and the looks on your faces that you seem to have forgotten what we talked about. Not but days ago.
We were dealing with a out of time issue. So we thought we were all going to starve to death.
Out of time? How do you mean?
We were out of phase with time for a little bit.
Apparently our clock cycles were off.
So we weren't able to interact with certain things and...
Never heard of such a phenomenon. But...
we were at a loss as well.
Well, it's our understanding from the reports we've gotten that daemons they're capable of modifying the natural order of things. As I believe Gort would call it, they have a system of sort of hacking the way things run. Mm-hmm. Making things operate differently than what is expected. It is possible that some of your interactions are possibly as a reaction to reactions of their reactions, you ended up in this path, but the more reports I read about this Kandor fellow, the worse I think things might be working with him, but it's very important that we do. From everything we know, he's the only one who really understands what's happening here.
Have you seen him lately?
I've never seen him. When all of you arrived here before, it's when other you and the rest of them arrived here before, I was given information as to when you would come, what you would say, and what would happen. Things happened a little bit differently, but basically it was the way it was supposed to. But since then, a lot of things have been sort of off. Things that were either scheduled or things that were supposed to go in a specific order been out of order, or in some cases a little bit topsy-turvy. That's one of the reasons we're a little worried about the movements we're going to make on Halron. If everything is a bit out of order and unorthodox, perhaps we should change our plans. Just a little. Maybe not be on the timing that we thought we were going to be.
Well, it sounds like you need to discuss that with Kandor?
No. You will explain to Kandor that we are going to be moving things off schedule. Kandor can shove his little schedule up his ass, as far as I'm concerned. I can't lose more of my men to this random bullshit.
I would love to explain that to Kandor. Where is he?
I'm assuming back wherever you guys came from.
We can take you back with us too.
No, I'm not going. I'm not going to talk to that man.
I meant her.
Oh.
I meant you.
Sorry.
So I'll look at Contact. So you know where he is.
Yes. There should even be a door here that we can use to fast
A
travel.
door here.
Oh, thank goodness.
One other odd request came up. And unfortunately, I am obligated for a little while to take one of your friends into custody. In light
Like
of
Erasmus do this time.
In light of recent events and in light of some information we've had pertaining to some passing information we've gathered from things that have been exchanged between Kandor and my contact, we believe that Nikolai is harboring a potential fugitive from another country. And it is imperative that we we assess the risk of this fugitive and whether or not they may be responsible for the incongruities that are happening. And as he says that, like, Nikolai is suddenly, like, frozen in place, and the guards kind of come over and lift up Nikolai. Like, 5 or 6 guards come over, lift up Nikolai, and start carrying Nikolai on. When we finish our questions, we'll release him to you.
He'll be unharmed, right?
We have no intention of harming him. We simply must analyze what is going on with his structure.
All right.
How soon do you think you'll be ready to move on Halram? How injured are you after the events of this passing day? How much time do you need to prepare? We would like to strike earlier than expected.
Well, we got a chance to get healed up, and now if we can get a day to rest to get our spells and stuff back.
So you should be ready quite swiftly. I should be able to round up people. I would like to go in 3 days.
As long as Nikolai can go with us.
Nikolai should be cleared by that point.
Okay.
Assuming there's nothing wrong with Nikolai.
All right, then yeah, as long as we have time to prepare. This is a lot to take in.
Nonsense. This is there's not time to take it in. You're just going to have to accept it, and we're going to have to keep moving. Time is of the essence.
Well, this is not fun.
You wanted fun? Does this look like a playground? Have you been working towards some sort of picnic? No wonder you guys are unaware at times of what's going on or that things are off. Has Kandor been having you guys have parties?
Yeah, that's what we've been doing. When we were phased out of time, we were having parties. We said we'd be ready within 3 days. We'll be ready in 3 days.
Good.
I know that works with your men. We'll just be ready within our 3 days.
Thank you. Well, you're dismissed.
All right, let's go. Prick. I mean, this great guy.
You all can head down the halls back to the closet that contains the painting that will lead you back to Harveston, leaving behind the bodies and bodies and bodies of people that remain in the halls.
Oh, Lord.
Did Hadhup want to harvest the daemons?
They won't give Hadhup the opportunity.
Alright.
The 5 of you and pair of animal companions and make way through the picture. And where are each of you going? On 3. 1, 2, 3.
North Point.
Harveston.
Okay.
Harveston.
Yep.
I mean, I'm assuming someone told me the name Harveston because I wouldn't know to go there. So I'm assuming someone has explained to me how it worked.
Yeah,
Presumably.
that will help.
All right. Well, the three of you, or the 4 of you minus 1 extra person, will arrive in Harveston. Well, he went in before me, so where'd he go?
I'm not sure. I think he
Talking
said
about
Harveston.
the little guy?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You do the same thing as last time.
What did he do last time?
Last time we went to Fort Jericho, he went to North Point instead.
I see.
Well, it's in North Point.
I don't know.
Not sure why he.
You guys know what he was doing in North Point before?
No, and he didn't really give us answers that I remember.
Maybe this Candor person will know what he was doing in North Point. They seem.
Yeah,
everybody
if you
seems
can
to-
get Candor to be around.
You mean he's not here?
I don't know. I mean, he's here, I'm sure, but not around. You could be around sometimes and not actually be around.
I've missed you, Hadhup.
It's nice to see you again.
I'm glad that you're alive.
Well, what else would I be?
You were on the table. You looked pretty injured before.
Yeah, but you guys were coming to save me. I knew I was fine.
Well, I'm glad.
Well, I have something pretty urgent that I need to see Candor for. Is there a place where he normally is? Is there somewhere
If you
where
could get into the basement, I'm sure he's down there.
Okay.
I don't even know if he's available right now.
Well, hopefully he is. This is pretty important. Someone gave their life for this.
Well, I mean, you're welcome to knock on the stairs and see if he replies. He's welcome to come out if he wants to.
All right. I will enter the house and not quite know my way around, but I'll see some stairs and I'll knock at the stairs.
Yeah. Well, when you come out, you actually come out of the portrait. So the portrait is at the bottom of the stairs.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So yeah, I guess I'll knock at the stairs.
Yeah. You can knock at the stairs. And there is no immediate reply. See, this is what it's like. You just never know if he's going to be around or not. Especially,
Let's
like...
give him a minute. Maybe he's got to walk upstairs.
Well, sometimes it's I guess, like, sort of short notice for him. He always talks like there has to be a lot of advance notice. And sometimes it works out that there's short notice, but it's really hard to tell sometimes where things are gonna kind of scope out to be.
Well, I've gotten it this far, so hopefully he will show up.
Sometimes I also don't even think he knows what's going on. Like, I don't think he realizes that it is time for him to show up, or that he could show up if he wanted to. It's all very confusing. Everything about him is confusing.
I think I've been nonstop confused since I came back. I will pull out the notebook that Brianna was using, and I will write. I have something to deliver as soon as possible.
Still no response.
Lovely. Well, Constog, I didn't want to bring this up before, but where is Kotri?
Kotri is the wolf with me.
The wolf? Katri's the wolf?
Yeah, something happened, and I had to reincarnate him. So he's a wolf now.
I will present my hand to Katri, like, to let Katri smell me, I guess, and just say, hello there, Katri.
Katri knows who you are, and Katri will nuzzle against you. As Katri nuzzles, you feel a surge in other views that you felt. A sense of warm familiarity and comfort comes as Katri nuzzles into you. Katri is not... In each of the feelings that you have, Katri feels just a little different, but all of them also feel very much so the same.
Well, when I woke up in the other country, unfortunately, Akalia couldn't come with me, but I met a new wolf. This is Hunter.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Hunter. I'll do the same as Neo.
Mm-hmm.
Just with my hand.
I'll be like, Hunter, this is my sister. This is Comstock.
Hunter will sniff you. Will sniff at Katri a little bit. But will all in all remain sort of calm and collected. Well, you wait and discuss the goings-on over the last few months. Let's cut over to Gort, who makes his way to North.
Makes his way to Blacksmith Inc. in an angered hurry.
Yep. Yeah, you can arrive. We weren't expecting you here.
He slams the saber on the table and he goes, "Your editing tool is defective.
Nonsense.
Not to mention its auditory function is next to useless."
Have you not figured out how this thing works proper?
Yeah, you hit things with it and it doesn't do a damn thing.
What have you been fighting?
Daemons. Email daemons. At least I'm assuming that's what they are.
Well, therein lies your problem. If you're attacking something that is composed of raw data, you're not going to be able to use an energy weapon to defeat it. It is made out of energy.
Then why did you give me such a useless tool?
Because there are things you will fight that will be useful against.
Then fix its auditory function.
You need to learn how to interface with its auditory function.
I speak, it does. That's simple.
It is like any other voice recognition program. You must train it to understand the way you are speaking and learn how to understand what it is saying.
It doesn't respond most of the time.
Well, they are, again, it is untrained. You must teach it.
Why don't any of these things ever come with manuals anymore?
There is a manual. Unfortunately, you do not have access to your device in order to read it.
Mm-hmm.
Look, that book that you're carrying around doesn't have enough room to fit the manual. We're not going to waste pages on it.
Still can't have a blaster.
Unfortunately, blasters are unavailable in this simulation.
Ranged editing weapons would be much more effective.
I understand that this is what you believe, but unfortunately here you are more effective with the weaponry you are carrying.
There's nothing else you can do for me.
That depends. The information that we have managed to get from you has proved very useful. There is something we think could be a benefit to both of us, something that will really clean up the problem in the simulation. Well, we can't offer you any sort of range deletion tool. We can offer you a mass removal tool.
What
We
does that
believe
look like?
We believe that there's an entire section of the simulation that needs to be completely wiped so that we can reinsert the data there that needs to be inserted. This, and he'll like reach down and pull out this very like complicated box that has all these like lights all around it. It almost looks like a Rubik's Cube of sorts. That's very close to being solved. This device is capable of erasing a large area of data. We will then be able to replace that area with corrected data. If you can get this into the city of Halron with your team and deliver it to the central matrix, we can make sure that your time here in the simulation is completed.
Excellent. How does this thing activate?
When you reach the central matrix, you simply need to turn the dials so the colors are aligned. Then place it in the central matrix and it will do its job. Be warned though, once you do so, you will only have 30 seconds before it will have an unfortunate negative side effect.
And I have 30 seconds to outrun the device, is what you're saying?
No, when inserted into the central matrix, it will allow the central matrix to do a proper deletion and replacement. If you do not get it in the central matrix before activating it, it will simply do a systematic deletion of all matter within within dozens of miles.
So, activate, insert, 30 seconds, start to finish.
Yes.
Got
You'll
it.
need to make sure it stays within the central matrix for those full 30 seconds as well.
How big is the device?
It looks literally like a Rubik's Cube.
Okay, so it's about the size of a Rubik's Cube? Okay.
Yes.
It's not something ridiculous size I have to stick
No,
in my pants. He sticks it down into his britches. Underneath his armor.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. Point me back to the exit.
You know the way.
He pulls out the sword and goes, "Do you remember the way?"
I mean, I can take you there if you've forgotten.
Yeah, let's go. You need to do something useful.
There's a lot of useful things I can do.
Start naming them.
Something about storm clouds. You mentioned to him something about wanting some sort of range blasting power, yes?
Yes.
I might have something that we can do together, but I need you to be willing to use me more often.
You'll be more effective and you'll get used a lot more than this stick. And he holds out the sling.
Next time you're in combat with something, pull me out and just point me in the direction of what you want and say, and give me some kind of sign that you want it to be blasted. Say a word or, I don't know, come up with something.
Okay, I gotta come up with something.
Like a trigger word.
Gotta trigger it. I read too much Harry Dresden.
But you can make your way back to Harveston. And Niev, you will, about the time that Gort kind of returns, you will get a message from Kandor saying, there's a lot going on. I know what you have for me. It's very important that I get it, but I need the Nikolai thing to be resolved first. What would be best to, if what I think is going to happen is going to happen, it would be nice if you knew where we could find a dead female goblin body.
Well, that's interesting.
Female goblin body. I'll just say there's lots of dead bodies at Mirror Shot. I'm sure there's a female goblin among them.
That they need to be not. I don't know. Hold on. Let me check. After a moment, he writes, "God, this is taking a lot of time. Hold on." Let me change the music, even though I do like this track. Not quite the harvested music. No, it needs to be... It can be old-ish, but it needs to be no more than a few weeks. If you can find a few-week-old goblin female body, then I should be able to make sure that things with Nikolai end up in the cleanest way possible. And Nikolai's efficacy might be enhanced.
Well, I'll see what I can do. That nice halfling in Fort Jericho wants to attack Calrod in 3 days.
3 days?
Yeah, he seems to think that we should go early because the timelines have been off.
It's actually not a bad idea. If everything is off in terms of time, then being ourselves off time might throw time off for them.
Well, I will see if I can find a body before then, I suppose.
What I would suggest is have... Damn it. Sorry, I just spilled something.
That's awesome.
Hadhup's family, well, where Hadhup's family comes from, there's a lot of goblins there. They're basically recyclable. If you could get in there and find one that's recently died, I'm sure there's plenty that have. They go off scavenging, and get themselves killed quite frequently. Then perhaps that would work out. Coincidentally, there is a... You're gonna find it's not really a painting that's there, but there is a tapestry that you'll be able to emerge from. Tell Hadhup to think of home, and he'll end up there. And then he should be able to give you all the details to get you there.
I'll say, is it okay if we rest for the night? We had a particularly rough battle.
You think you have time?
I think it would be smart, especially with us down a party member.
I think it'd be wonderful to rest.
So in that case, then I will return to or I guess I was not really gone from the group. I was just writing in this notebook. So I'll just say, I heard from Candor, and he is needing us to get something to help with Nikolai with that situation. He said he needed a recently deceased female goblin, and he suggested Hadhup's still around us, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Hadhup, he suggested perhaps if we were to go to your home, we might be able to find...
Oh, that's a long way away.
He said that we should be able to travel, through... There's a tapestry there. If you just think of your home, that it'll take us there.
Oh. Like the picture?
Yes, I think he meant if we step through the picture, we'll come out this tapestry.
Oh. It's in a bit of disrepair, though. Is that going to be a problem?
I will write that to Candor. If the tapestry is in disrepair, is that a problem?
Probably not. Maybe.
That inspires so much.
Head up.
It should be fine. You're strong enough now.
Okay. Well, I guess he says it should be fine. We're strong enough now.
Oh, okay.
But I propose that we rest for the night and start out first thing tomorrow morning, since it seemed like you all fought a very intense battle and I did as well.
Probably a good idea.
All right. You'll be okay. I don't really know much about your home. Or will you be able to?
Oh, it's very dangerous.
Okay.
And very dark. Can all of you see in the dark? I think that was a problem before, right?
It was a problem before that we could not all see in the dark.
Yeah, I and Nicola.
I don't have dark vision, I don't believe. But I think I can take the spell to give myself that.
Well, then that would be good. Ought to be a little bit crazy down there.
Well, then I say we, have a good meal, get some rest.
I would agree. I'll get to cooking.
It turns out I
So are
cannot
we
give
going to
myself
get a-
dark vision.
We have no dark vision.
But
Well, I think Niev has communal dark vision, right?
I thought it was a druid spell, but then it could be from my archetype. I'm just looking at my spell list here.
Oh, it's on the ranger spell list.
I know. That was what was. Well, I would ask Hadhup, is it okay if we use light down there or wherever we're going?
It should be
Is it-
fine. It just makes things more dangerous.
I see. Because they can see us.
Yes. Most of the rest of the things see really well in the dark.
Well,
I think it'll be okay, though. You guys are pretty strong.
yeah. I think we'll be okay. Actually, what am I talking about? I can summon a creature and they have daylight. It'll be fine.
Oh, that's gotta be like a big shining beacon.
Yes.
We might
Yes,
as well
it
just
will.
take and tell the creatures of the deep to come eat us.
Well,
No, I don't think you understand. Down there are things that feed on light. When they smell light, feel light, or however it is they do it, they come for it.
well, what if I have a spell that makes something appear like a body, like a person's body, but it's light? And then if they attack that, if we get into trouble or combat, I can summon a creature that will give off the daylight.
It gives off daylight.
Yes.
Then you basically should just call upon the thing to come fight us. Because it'll find us.
I am not effective.
Well, I mean, I'm saying if we're already fighting.
Yeah, if you're already fighting something different, then you can summon something even more powerful to come fight us.
I see. Well,
Imagine that you were fighting something pretty benign, like you're out fighting like a snake, and you don't want to get caught fighting the snake. So you decide the best way to do that so that you can more easily see the snake is you shoot a giant ball of fire into the sky. That's sort of like what you're going to be doing. Only underground.
I have no way of turning that particular skill off. Anything I summon will be bright as daylight, so perhaps I just shouldn't summon anything down there.
That's very bright. Why so bright?
Well, when in my time in Sierra Savant, we ran into some creatures that could make things very, very dark, and it made things very difficult for us, so I learned how to imbue the creatures I summon with the brightness of daylight in order to help in that situation.
Well, perhaps when I sleep, I'll have some revelations. I've been close to figuring out some things. Maybe I'll have them understood tomorrow.
Well, sounds like a plan. You certainly have probably gotten plenty of experience fighting those daemons.
I mean, that's not how I learn how to cast spells. You learn how to cast spells by practicing with them. You feel them kind of moving, and you think about things that you want to do, and it makes you want to do things. And when you have those feelings, they just kind of like come out of you. I don't know what this like. Combat doesn't have anything to do with it. Fighting things has nothing to do with how well you get your skills. That would just be nonsense.
I immediately recognize that as how a sorcerer casts magic, right? Because it's the opposite of how I cast magic.
Yes, it absolutely is.
Yeah.
And it is much different than the way a druid casts magic that kind of taps into the energy of nature.
Huh. Go ahead, Hup, you sorcerer's little SOB.
I thought that was... I didn't know it had a title.
That's just shorthand. You're just Hat Hup.
No, I mean the sorcerer thing. What is a sorcerer?
It's usually people that feel and can operate magic on their will and emotion.
Oh. But I don't.
Whereas
It's not really about emotion. Like.
Well, so it's tied to your. So, like a guy like me, you'll see I have to memorize spells, and I have to spend a lot of time learning
Yeah,
formulas.
you look at a book a lot.
Yeah. So a guy like you're not looking at a lot of books.
No.
So it's just. Go ahead.
I like focus and meditate and like work on my while I'm making like food, I think about certain things and I daydream a bit. And when I daydream, I get these ideas and then I kind of like move in a certain way and things kind of happen.
Give me a knowledge arcana as you're hearing what he's saying.
Okay. Hold on, I'm on the wrong part of the sheet.
Okay.
Did it go through? Are you hearing?
Not yet.
Okay.
Try it again. There it is. Oh yeah, very good. So you can recognize that there is some difference in what Hadhup is saying. Most sorcerers focus by like the way that most sorcerers talk about casting spells is it's almost like dancing or like being very sort of rhythmic. Typically there's a lot of movement, there's a lot of like gesturing, there's not really a lot of necessarily daydreaming or like being sort of focused. So you get the impression that like, well, what he's talking about is sort of sorcerer-like. It also reminds you a little bit of the way that clerics would get their spells by sort of, you know, meditating and thinking on their ideas.
Huh. Interesting. I'll have to study Hadhup magic.
Yeah.
You're fantastic, buddy.
Thank you.
As the afternoon turns into evening, all of you can enjoy a good meal and make your way
Yay!
to bed. Does anybody have stuff they want to cast before we end the day?
I'm assuming I walked in at some point after their conversation.
You would have walked in, yeah, somewhere around then. But yeah, if anybody has anything they want to exhaust, now would be the time.
Everybody's at full health?
Adhup is not, but he is healing him. He can heal himself up with his ability.
Does anyone feel like they took ability drain? Because I did have lesser restoration prepared.
I also use restoration, but I'm the one who needs it, so.
I don't have any drain, but I'm about 20 points short. So.
All right. So.
Are you there?
What?
Is this later on?
Yeah, he's back. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I only had Cure Light prepared, but I can top you off and I can do some lesser restoration for Comstock.
Very well.
I also have some healing that can be done. Yeah, enough to go.
Did it come through? Oh, for some reason I was scrolled up. I don't know why.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Hey, you got 3 of them.
No, it's just the just where it says damage is what you heal.
Yeah, the 12 positive and 13 positive.
Okay.
So 25.
So yeah, that'll take me easily up to what I'm supposed to be. Okay.
And then for the lesser restoration, I think I just roll a 1d4.
Yep, 1d4.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you need more than that?
No, that's good.
Okay. No problem. How are you looking, Erasmus?
I am actually... Didn't even think to check my hit points.
Huh.
I can't,
Looks like
there
you're
we go.
pretty
I had
close
to-
to max.
Yeah, I'm pretty close to max, and I had my character sheet so shrunk. It was like, why did you do that? So... Yeah, I think I came out relatively unscathed.
And how's Kotri?
Kotri is down by 15.
Okay. That's 15 exactly.
Yeah. Down 13 if I can do math properly.
That one's for you, Comstock.
Thank you. Okay, I cannot do math correctly. I'm down 10.
Yeah, I'd make. Oh, and how's Hadhub looking? Does Hadhub have any ability?
He's fine. He has his own ability to heal himself.
Okay. I just make sure everybody was, as healthy as they could be before we went to bed.
Yep.
It's a good idea.
I'm not getting it's fine. One base.
So morning will come.
Guys, I did it! I did
you do?
something
What?
useful.
What'd you do, Hadhub?
I spent last night thinking about the fact that you all couldn't see in the dark. And I did it. I found a way to make you see in the dark.
That's amazing.
Head up, you never cease to amaze me. What did you
Gort
do?
rolls his eyes.
What? What's that about? Can you not see in the dark? Or can you already see in the dark?
Nothing. It's just another one of your creations.
Yes, I'm a good programmer, unlike some of us here.
Whoop! Doxed.
But yeah, he has communal dark vision that he will have picked up.
That's
Well, I'm glad
that's
somebody
awesome,
got
buddy.
Well, I guess are we ready to try this?
I'm all about it.
First, I need to hit my rest macro.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh
let's
yeah, I
do
forgot to hit my rest macro. I'm gonna rest. I'm getting back all my magic points. Yay! I got all none of them.
Get those good spells.
that. The hater's gonna hate.
I'm not hating.
But yeah,
So are we ready to go?
I think so.
I think so. Anybody can think of anything? Any equipment they might need?
Gort glances down at his side of his saber. Do I need anything? And I look. I'm not talking. He says that out loud though.
no, we'll
Yeah.
be fine. I've got it this time.
You best.
I'm going to, before we step through, I'm going to give everyone life bubble.
Yeah. Well, Headhup is going to go first just to make sure it all works. Headhup will slip through and then slip back.
It's all working. I guess I should give you guys this now.
And he will cast Communal Dark Vision on the three of you that cannot see. If you're willing to accept it.
I will accept it.
He says he has a code upgrade for you if you're willing to take it. A temporary
I'll take
code
it.
upgrade.
I'll take the code upgrade.
Can you give it to the stack?
They have sent, so they can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are-
But yeah, you all can step through.
This is pretty exciting. We're going to head up home, everybody. Be prepared for the.
As you come out the other side, I need everyone to roll me a D100.
Oh goody.
Steve, you know you want me to do it, but you also don't want to wait 30 minutes for it to stop rolling.
No, I want you to do it. I want it to be your pain when it happens. If it happens.
Pull out one of those golf balls and toss it up in the air.
I need one from each of your pets as well. You are all very fortunate and can arrive in this place. You come out of this tapestry. It's a very large tapestry that's hung across this wall. It is a tapestry of a magnificent-looking underground, like city of thatched roofs. These claystone-built buildings that cover a large area. And all of these like goblins working together as a community to build something, but bits of it have been frayed and burnt and torn. But each of you managed to step close to out of the middle of it. Erasmus steps out a little bit close to the fringe.
What's that?
What's what?
Nothing. Suddenly something started making noise through my headphones. I didn't know what it was.
Gotcha.
Well, we're here. People will probably start noticing you all soon. And they're going to want food from you. You don't have to give any to them, but they're going to start asking. Do any of you speak our language?
No.
I do not.
I do.
No, we're a bunch of non-goblin speakers.
Well, good.
Wait, no, we have one
Comstock.
person.
I'm glad you'll be able to help with this, because they're not going to want to listen to me.
And sure enough, like not long after you step out and Hadhub starts trying to kind of lead the way through the city, a lot of people will start coming up to all of you and like begging for like scraps or whatever food you must have. You're outsiders, so you must have brought some kind of food with you. Please give us food. We're so hungry. We've all never eaten. I'm so hungry. Please help me. But to everybody but Comstock and Hadhup, they are basically muttering gibberish. All with their like sharp smiles, their wide eyes, and these like sad sounding tones. Hadhup will guide you through this town that lies here. You'll notice that like these goblins only seem to come up to you asking for aid, but you can literally walk by places where from time to time a goblin like is either stabbing or choking or punching another goblin, and running off with any food or any shinies or even sometimes just pebbles out of another goblin's hand. Down here, things are chaotic, not well cared for. People that aren't devastatingly hungry shy way away from the five of you and your pets as you walk through. In fact, many of them get rather nervous at your wolves that kind of growl at them if any of them look in their direction.
So we just need one of these things dead? Is that what I understand?
Yes, we need to find one goblin female.
Closest female, point to it, it'll be dead.
No, we're not doing that.
We're not killing one, we're just getting one that's already deceased.
Wouldn't it be easier just to kill it?
No,
that's too much work. The work's already done for you if you get one that's already deceased.
if we kill something, we have to deal with all the rest of the things being angry and wanting us dead. And then we have to deal with the complications of that.
We could kill those too.
If we just head towards one of the cave exits, we'll be able to find somebody who's going to go out foraging. There's a good chance they'll end up dead before nightfall. We could even set it up. But I'd rather not do that. There's an easier option if you guys are up for a challenge.
What is that, Hadhup?
Challenges aren't easier.
But they're safer, maybe.
What's your idea, Hadhup?
Listen, hold on. Let me make this clear to you, Gorth. This might look like a messy, disgusting civilization. We might not seem like there's much here. But the leader here hasn't lost power for years. That's why the tapestry still stands. He has kept them from its destruction, claiming that what he wants is this unified society. He is very... Go ahead.
These pitiful creatures that seem to be fighting each other for food.
What do we have to help them be any better than what they are? We have nothing down here. Nothing. We are all forced to but survive. I was fortunate. I was able to escape and find a family that helped put me somewhere where I could be different.
Obviously, there's a problem with the code down here as well.
This code works as intended.
I do feel bad. If I had known, I could have prepared a spell that would allow me to duplicate berries, at least feed them for a little while.
Yes, feed a handful of them for a few minutes, and then what? Make them need more of your food over and over? Can you feed them forever?
I see your point. But what was your plan, Haddow?
There is a creature that lives down here, and if you were able to remove it from down here, it would help with some of the foraging, help make it less dangerous. It lies deep within one of the caves and periodically comes out to hunt, to eat. I am sure there are many bodies of whatever you'd like lying there. It normally takes them and brings them back once it's taken them out. Wants no one to know where it stays, but one time I had to track it. It took my sister. I wasn't gonna let it keep her. I followed it back to where it was, and I managed to get her out.
Does this creature have a name?
I don't know, we just call it Big Mouth.
Is there any knowledge check I can make with that description that might...
He can try to give you a description of it. Give me a knowledge dungeoneering at a penalty if you have any ranks in it.
I do not have any ranks,
Okay.
unfortunately. So, I guess Big Mouth it is. I'd rather do something to help the goblins down here and get what we need at the same time. So perhaps that is our best option.
Well, are all of you on board?
Oh, I muted myself when I was about to say, yes, I am on board.
I am as well.
Even you too, Gort?
I suppose.
All right. Well, with all of you on board, he will lead you towards one of the large archways that lead into the tunnels.
We're going to help the goblin.
And we will lead into our first break. See you shortly. Hut leads you down the twisting, dark tunnels. I should have gotten a map ready. I didn't think about the map. The simple things you forget. I think I can use this one and be okay. I will bring you guys over to it in just a sec. I want to make sure I got the full party in here. Familiar map. As he kind of walks you down, he'll start to explain.
So I think I maybe did a bad job explaining certain things. So when we get there, when I say it brings you back to where it stays, it doesn't do it by bringing you back like by carrying you. It doesn't really have any arms. It just kind of brings you back in its mouth. It sort of runs by, takes a bite, and then brings you back. And getting my sister back was no small task. So, you guys should probably be ready for bad stuff.
All right. When he says that, I am going to give Hunter Greater Magic Fang. Oh. Oh.
It's fine.
Okay. I've got some kind of chat attributes thing, so I don't know what that.
Yeah, because that's probably not properly programmed for this game.
Okay.
So we need to be ready.
I have life bubble on all of us. I'll also put
I'm gonna give Katri full strength.
Okay. Okay. You will have some time because he'll get you. He basically will get you close and tell you when you're within a few minutes of being there. He knows these tunnels very well.
I'm also putting bark skin on myself.
Yeah.
8 spell points.
Yeah, foreign body and a Katri.
Let's do this. And then let's see.
I'm also going to give, well, let's see. There's 5 of us. Let's see. Plus, so 7 of us plus the wolves. I'll just let.
Do we have?
Go ahead.
Before we go, because I think it got lost a little there. So we don't have Katri in 2 forms. We have your animal friend and Constag's animal friend, right?
Yes.
That's right.
There's Katri and Hunter.
I'm sorry. It's still not right to me, but I understand what's going on.
Well, if you remember when I was here before, I had a Kalia that was a wolf.
Oh, no, I'm just making a joke about there not being a stag.
Oh, okay.
Shit. This is
Stag
good.
bias. So. All right. So, what else were you going to cast?
I'm going to give, well, I'll ask, does anyone here typically fight, like, up front? Since I don't know the party.
Yeah. What's
I
his
do
name?
know the party, but I don't know. I wouldn't know in character that Gort is a frontline fighter, basically.
Come on, damn it.
Gortan, what's...
Nikolai?
I'm so tired. Nikolai, thank you.
I will let Gort know I can make him harder to grab. I know that Hadhup said this thing doesn't exactly grab you, but it might help.
You plan on covering me in something slippery?
Yeah.
Not exactly.
So I should be clear. It doesn't grab you with like hands. It grabs you with its mouth.
Well, this ability works against anything that impedes movement, such as paralysis, solid fog, slow, web.
Being inside of something's stomach is probably not just impeding your movement.
Okay.
In other words, don't get eaten.
Yeah. I guess I did a bad job explaining that one. I'm sorry. I should have just said it eats you.
You were trying to be delicate about it. I appreciate that.
I'm loving this boss-ass goblin action here. He's like, he's kicking ass and taking names.
Just fucking up this map all over the place. All right. Let me bring you over to what we have of this map. So the party can be coming basically down this tunnel up here. And Hadhup will be leading the way. You notice that as you're kind of following Hadhup, he has to like make effort for you guys to be able to see him. He seems to be quite good at keeping himself hidden as he moves down these narrow passages. But he lets you know when you guys are getting
the
close.
apotheosis of cool.
No.
Fair enough.
Everybody in kind of a position where they would want to be as they're moving down the hallway? The
Yes.
tunnel way? Good.
I'm gonna need to expand it a little bit. I'm having some. Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, so I just want all of you guys to know that I really appreciate this, and I really hope this ends well for all of us.
Well, I hope so too, Hadhup. I appreciate you helping out my sister all this time.
So we can't go back and just kill one of the females.
It'll be fine. If I was able to escape it all those years ago, then you guys should easily be able to defeat it. No problem.
Did you say feed it or defeat it?
Defeat.
DE? I believe this goes with our particular group's motto. We are helping you self-actualize. We are, all of that stuff. So we are glad to do it.
Speak for yourself.
I'll speak for everybody before.
Yes, the group motto. Where did we come up with that motto, Erasmus?
Wasn't it mine?
Speak for yourself. Is that the group motto?
No, the group motto. Didn't we workshop it? Mordecai. God, Nikolai came up with something, and then I added some buzzwords to it.
We were the pact.
Yeah, the pact. And we're the pact.
Right. You all make your way down the tunnel, and then you start to hear a rumbling the closer you get down the depth of this tunnel. And when you get to about where you are, let's see if you can see this like he's theoretically supposed to. Ooh. Yeah. Need to look at what the nearest person's dark vision would be. I think he would fail to hear. So he would be about this far forward. He would come into about here, having failed. And then each of you move in 15 feet forward as if you were following him? Please keep in mind you aren't until you move within 60 feet of this thing, so none of you would be able to see it even.
It's not moving 5. Come here.
Basically here.
Let me make sure there's nothing wrong with the grid. No, grid is fine.
For some reason, I can't move any further in the down right direction.
Oh, let me make sure there's not. I thought I'd turn this off. But it might have advanced settings on. No, advanced legacy lighting isn't on either. Oh, there it is. Got it. It should be able to do it now.
Okay.
Off, clicking back on.
Okay.
10. That's 15 feet.
Okay. Is that where everybody's moving?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me look at lines of sight. So I will only be able. The only people allowed to give me perceptions then here are Konstag and Gort.
Oh, where'd it go? Oh, God, stupid. Hang me a second. Come here. Character sheet. That's not perceptions. Where's my perception?
Okay. So yeah, both of you will be able to see what Hadhup happened to miss. You will see this large, dark mouth that is kind of open and starting to gradually, move its way. There's a soft rumble that you can hear that begins to move its way towards Hadhup. Both Konstag and Gort, you will see this. And you will see it in time enough that you will have an opportunity to respond. Roll into initiative with it. Just the two of you. And this thing. The rest of you will come into initiative after.
10-4.
Combat. Whoops. All right. Konstag, what's your dex?
The score or modifier?
Your dex score.
10.
Okay. So it will go before you. Because it has an 11.
Great.
Well, Gort, you lead us off.
Alright, I'm going to take a 5-foot step and draw my beam saber and tell it its trigger word is pending. And the trigger word is Fluminos.
You say Fluminos, and as you do, a small cloud will form over top of this snake-like creature. And I believe it gets a save. Double check. First of all, can I get you to roll me a d20 plus 7? Ooh. This cloud starts to form, but as like little bolts of lightning start to shoot from it, the bolts kind of disappear seconds before they touch this thing. And you hear the saber shout, "It should have worked! What magic resistances does this thing have?" That will take us to the worm. And the worm will move its way in towards Headhup. We'll try to take a bite. And we'll succeed significantly on that bite. For 16 points of damage. Should have a few. And it will try to take hold of Headhup.
Ugh.
And it will bring Headhup into its mouth. Hansdog.
So because I see it, I can tell my wolf to attack it, right?
Your wolf's gonna have to come around and try to discover it, but yes.
Okay. So I can basically tell my wolf to come forward and then attack it?
Yeah. Although, keep in mind it is dark, so Katri has to kind of sniff it out, so give me a perception. Yeah, Katri is having some trouble identifying, but knows it's somewhere over here. So can start to move in that direction. Yeah, and it is at that point that it will... 1 second. As Katri moves forward, there is this piece of its mouth, these like jaws, where it has like these kind of at first you can't really see them because it's like got Headhup in its teeth, but there are also these mandibles that kind of spread out separate from there, and one of them like reaches out and takes a swipe at Katri. Is a 23 hit Katri.
God, did it kill Katri again?
No.
All right.
Does the creature have reach?
It does have reach. It has 20 feet of reach. Katri, however, could not see it properly, and so could not have done anything to try to avoid that.
Okay, I was just trying to see if like Thorn Body would have affected, but I think.
It doesn't hit, so it wouldn't matter anyway.
Okay. Well, it says striking you. I didn't know if that meant connecting.
It does mean connecting.
Okay.
All right, and at this point, the rest of you can roll into initiative.
All right. Welcome to initiative. Way in the back there.
All right. Sort it. And round tracker. And let's see how this goes. Gort.
All right.
Continue.
5-foot step forward to try and get around Katri here.
Yep.
Since I could see it's whatever the front part of this is, right?
Yeah, you can.
So I'm not crossing Katri, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Last chance, tool. Fluminos!
Yeah, it will try again. Roll me a d20 plus 7.
D20 plus 7.
Oh, no. Once more, the cloud appears, but does not manage to, like the bolts of lightning do not manage to hit their intended destination. Its shielding is too powerful. Niev.
All right. Niev is going to give Hunter acid off for right now.
Okay.
And then that'll be my turn. I'm keeping Hunter close for the moment.
Sure. Headhup is going to attempt to break away. Yeah, probably fail. Yep, and fail. Erasmus. You can hear the sounds of Hadhup like screaming in pain.
All right, I'm gonna move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I get the monster from there.
You can. You have dark vision. You can see it.
Okay. I'm gonna go let go of my buddy, and then there's gonna be some perp streaks coming his way. I'll spend an extra point for the extra mill.
All right. Well, you're gonna need to give me a caster level check.
Damn you, Steve.
Hey.
I'll give you your damn caster level check.
Part of the mechanics of the creature.
I know. My character just keeps every time I go back to this page, it's like that. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
I don't think it's you. Your internet's also causing you to cut out. So. Oh. That will not be enough to let your magic missiles resolve. Oh wait, actually, yeah, because it's. Hold on. I feel like.
That's a loud caster though.
Yeah, they're spell resistant. Reply. Okay. Hanstag.
Is Katri close enough to attack it?
Katri is now close enough to attack, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have Katri try to attack.
Yep. That will not manage to hit. Actually, no, I'm sorry, that will hit, because it has currently got Hadhup in its mouth. That will make it a little easier. It's just like trying to get Hadhup down its gullet. Yeah. That will hit as well. Nicely done. This thing, you hear this thing let out a growl. What does Konstad wish to do?
I am going to become a bird.
Okay. You become a bird.
Eagle mode activate.
This thing is going to immediately spit out Hadhup and turn its attention straight for the wolf. The Hadhup will kind of fall prone there, and it will take its attacks on the wolf. $25 to hit the wolf. Hit Katri.
Yes.
27 maximum damage with the first attack. And I didn't know if a... God. Jesus, its CMD is so high. Does a 34 beat Katri's CMD?
By one.
Yeah. Katri is trapped in its maw. And as Katri is trapped in its maw, these extra little mandibles will go to puncture in.
It's gonna take some damage for that, though.
Ooh, yeah, roll the damage that it takes.
Does both the striking and the grapple damage?
That's all the same. It's all the same function.
Okay, so just
yeah, it's all part of the same attack. So you can just do the but you'll get more damage on him. It's gonna like claw into you. Yeah. You puncture it. You notice that these punctures, though, don't seem to be quite as effective as Katri's bite. Double check something too here about this spell. And then its little mandibles will try to like puncture into Katri. The first one, 26 to hit. Remember, you're grappled. Thank you.
It's brutal.
$19 points of damage. And the second one, will be a botch. Roll me you do get the thorn body though, so roll me another thorn body on it. Nice. And that'll take us to Gort.
Alright. Gonna move up and start beating on it with the energy saber. Let me make sure I got it in the right position. No, I do not. Because he's making me mad. Alright. Back to this one. Make sure I'm clicked. And swinging away.
That will hit. A solid hit.
4.
Ooh, yes. 11 points of damage. This thing sizzles a bit as you cut into it.
About time!
Niev.
Okay, so I've been trying to look this up. I know that as a druid, we're allowed to cast spells that have the personal you on our animal companions.
Correct.
But is there a range? Do I have to touch my animal companion to do
It is like touch.
Okay. So in that case, then I am also going to give Hunter Thorn Body.
Okay.
And that will be my action.
Okay. Adhup will try to slip away. And will fail, but it won't matter because the thing is engaged. Erasmus.
All right. Shit. So we know it's got. I'm gonna do the magic missile again.
All right. Give me a cast level check. That is a success.
All right, spending an extra point. Why are you not? There we go, and so that is 26 points.
Thank you. It will roar in pain. Constog. Katri is in this thing's maw.
Ugh.
Yeah. Can Katri try and get out of this thing's maw?
You can either have it do that or try to like bite at this thing's maw. Your choice.
I think let's try and get out of it.
Okay, give me a CMB check or an escape artist check. No. Stuck in the maw, Katri remains. This thing is going to try to swallow Katri. Does a 44 beat Katri's CMD?
No.
Katri,
It totally doesn't.
Katri, like the teeth kind of like pull Katri the rest of the way into this thing's gullet. Katri will feel the burns of the acid inside of its
How does
belly.
that interact with life bubble? Out of curiosity.
Well, so life bubble stops you from like not breathing, but the acid inside is still going to burn you away.
Okay.
It's not pressures, it's not any of that. It's stomach acid that's going to be what kills you.
Okay.
Forget whether... yeah, and then the opponent takes damage. Just making sure that all happens at the same time. So Katri is going to take 21 points of acid damage. And Gort, it is your action.
Gort, all right. We are strength raging.
Yep.
We are vital striking. We are
Okay.
power attack. What's the other guy? Make sure I get all the names in here.
So many names.
Powerful blow, vital strike, and a power attack.
Okay.
Whammy, whammy, whammy. Here we go.
That will hit on the nose.
Good job.
And the damage.
Yeah. Sizzles a little more. What else you got? That it?
Yeah, because it's just,
That was Vital Strike, right? You
Vital
said-
strike. So that goes
roll me
once.
one more d6 then.
Oh, right. Slash RD6.
Ooh, only one
Ah,
more.
really?
Go figure. Niev.
All right. So, I'm going to move to here. Can I see this thing now?
From there you can see that thing, yes.
Okay. I'm going to swift action cast Scamper on Hunter,
Okay.
and then I am going to send Hunter in.
Okay.
So,
Well, right now, let's make sure I move this correctly. Katri is here, so...
okay. All right.
Ooh, it looked like Katri is unconscious. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah!
All right.
Kill Katri again.
Steve.
Really gotta do it twice, huh?
Yep.
Actually, sorry. He's here.
He wants Katri to come back as a dolphin.
Yes. I guess here. All right. And
you
Hunter
do
is-
get an acrobatics check there, right?
Yeah.
And then that's plus twice your cast level, so plus 22. That will succeed.
All right. And then Hunter is going to attack.
Yeah,
He just gets the one attack, right? Because he had to move in.
correct. And this is technically square.
Okay.
That will hit. And this is with Greater Magic Fang on, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
All right.
And Acid Maw and.
It is
Thorn
unaffected by Acid Maw.
Bite. Okay.
Oh, stop!
And
Told us.
No, it's too bad I don't have knowledge dungeoneering because I could have saved a round not casting that on Hunter.
Thornbody doesn't give you extra damage
It just gives
when it
gives-
attacks. Oh
yeah,
no, you're
when
nat.
it-
I'm sorry, no, you do get an extra d6. Roll me one more d6.
All right.
And the last line is, in addition to your natural attacks and unarmed strike, deal an additional 1d6 points of piercing. Thank you.
And then for my standard action, I am going to cast. Let's see. All right, I'm going to.
Oh yeah, you swift action to cast.
Yeah,
Scamper.
Right, it's a swift action for.
Nope, that's fine.
All right, I am going to cast a flaming sphere on him. I think it.
Give me a
takes
cast level
round.
check.
Yeah.
It fails.
Dang. All right.
Does not exist.
I had to try.
Hadhup will go, and from there, Hadhup will. I'm just going to turn on some images. I didn't fill it in. Damn it. In the macro, I did not give him the macro. He will have 7. Ooh, max images. All right, Erasmus.
All right, I'm just going to continue the volley.
Yeah.
Okay, let me do my Pastor check. Let me do my Pastor check.
El Pastor. Oh no, no magic missiles for you today.
All right, subtracting those points.
Constag.
In order to try and be helpful, I am going to fly over next to Hunter and give Hunter full strength.
Okay.
Oops.
So you probably wouldn't recognize this, so I'm gonna need you to take an AO.
Yep.
The scamper made it so somebody else didn't have to take it, so
Oh no.
Oh no.
Can it do an AO though if it has
it's in Katri. Katri is in its stomach now, not in its mouth.
Okay.
So Katri is considered grappled, but this thing is not considered grappled. Or in a grapple. 35 to hit.
Yeah.
For and I don't think you can make a 31 concentration check to keep the spell. So pretty sure you lose the spell, and then I need to know if versus your little Burby self does a 28 beat your CMD.
Does my Burby self have a different CMD?
No, we'll just use the same one.
Okay.
It would actually be worse.
Then yeah.
So you are mouthed.
Is that really the term we want to use?
But this thing is actually going to
Could I immediate action try to liberating command?
Yeah.
Alright. That's what I'm gonna do.
Sure. Roll me an escape artist check. At a plus 20. At a plus 20.
Mm-hmm. Or...
You.
Yeah.
34 will not be successful.
Okay. I should take it.
Oh, excuse me.
But this thing will actually give out some AOs as it releases Katri and burrows into the wall.
Releases
Oh.
Constog?
Or, yeah, releases Constog, rather. Sorry,
Alright.
Katri's still
Hunter.
in the belly.
Hunter will take the AO.
I get 2 AOs.
Yep.
All right, guys.
All right.
Light it up.
Who's first?
Well, you only get 1 AO. You can't take
No,
more.
I get-
So that's not how combat reflexes work. Combat reflexes specifically says that you
Nope,
can't
this
take.
is quick reflexes. While raging, the barbarian can make 1 additional attack of opportunity per round.
Right, but just so you can't take more than 1 attack of opportunity on a single target unless something specifies that you can.
Oh, okay.
That's
All right,
it.
I'm
It
sorry.
basically acts like combat reflexes. That's okay. That's not as
I
clear.
misread that.
Yeah, that bite will unfortunately miss, and you do get your attack though.
Okay, here's mine.
That will unfortunately also miss.
Damn. Fuck.
And And this thing will crawl into the wall, and I will also need Hunter to take 18 points of damage. I think I've killed Hunter once, or I'm sorry, I think I've killed Katri once again.
Jeez, Steve.
Yep, that's over 19.
I'm good at killing the familiars.
What did Katri ever do to you?
Also, it will.
Maybe it'll be reincarnated as a stag.
It will do something. And then it will be Gort's turn again.
Is there a hole in the wall?
There is indeed a hole in the wall as it starts trying to burrow through.
Okay, so I'm assuming it's still as it's.
There's enough that like you can get the back end of it as it's like getting into the wall because it's not fully.
Okay,
it's not fully into the wall.
3, 4. I can do there and give
Yep.
it a single whack.
Absolutely.
God.
Oh. Niev.
All right, I can't really see it from my vantage point.
Nope.
Is that
From where you're at right now, it is in the wall.
okay? So let's see. 30. So I could get to about right here.
Sure.
Okay. And then I could see it.
From there, you could give me a perception check because you don't even know what it looks like. So how would you tell it from the wall?
Well, I mean, I saw it when it was here.
I guess, yeah, okay. Go ahead. I still want you to give me a perception check because it is textured the color of the wall, and so you weren't really seeing it like burrow into the wall, but that's still enough. That is enough to see it.
All right, then I'm going to attempt something. I hope it works. I know I'm gonna have to do a caster level check, but I'm going to attempt to baleful polymorph it.
It is immune.
Okay. Well, can Hunter still try and attack this thing?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to have Hunter full attack. Damn. I'm guessing both of
Neither
those
of those
miss.
will hit.
Yeah. All right.
Headhup will go. He will. I wish he could do. Nobody else has really taken any damage except Katri, huh? So.
Yeah, you seem to be targeting just the animals.
I mean, they run up into the maw of a giant snake thing.
I mean,
I
technically,
understand completely.
Don't worry, Charles. Don't worry. Katri or Headhup will cast Bless. Erasmus.
All right, am I getting attacked?
No.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing? It's your turn.
It's my turn.
If you move slightly, you can maybe see a piece of this thing leaving through the wall.
Okay, I'm gonna.
You can either move closer to it, or you can move around to like where Niev is.
I'd like to move. I'm looking at the wrong screen. Sure. I'll move around to where Nev is at.
Okay.
So right here.
That's closer and over where Niev is at. So sure, I'll take that. Okay, that's probably more where you wanted to move, though.
Yeah. All right, and then I don't want to waste a lightning bolt.
Ooh, there's actually something I also forgot here. And I'm gonna have it happen on its next initiative roll. So if you guys are wondering
nice.
like why something changes.
Roast it, Charles. Roast it.
All right, I'm gonna lightning bolt
Roast it.
All right, you're gonna lightning bolt it. I do like the sound of this.
Is there a character in its mouth?
It swallowed
Its
it.
way.
Yeah, it swallowed Patri.
You're gonna be
Alright,
shooting
Patrick's
it. You're gonna
dead.
be shooting it through, at the very least,
Yeah,
Gort.
I'm aware. Go. Go.
You really want me to hit you?
Yes. Hit it.
Okay.
Give me a caster level
It's
check.
gonna get away.
Give me a caster level check.
Ah.
Roll me lightning bolt damage, because that caster level check doesn't cancel the lightning bolts.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
Just hit it.
Okay.
Also, can I get last round? There should have been some thorn body damage because it's still inside of this thing, so the thorn body is still going to be affecting this
32.
thing.
Oh
Alright.
God.
Give me a reflex save.
And I get a reflex save.
Yep, for
Where's my
half.
reflex?
That is not going to be a success.
Alright, got it.
All right, we'll take that away from it. And Constog.
Still gonna get away after I electrocuted a member of the party.
I mean, if that's what you guys think it's going to do, maybe that's not its plan.
I am going to do what I was trying to do before and give Hunter bull strength.
Okay. Yeah, you can give Hunter bull strength. This thing will disappear from sight.
Ah.
But I'm gonna leave us in initiative here. Gort.
In initiative.
Yeah, this thing maybe went deeper into the wall, maybe is doing something else.
But there's no hole. Is there a hole where it? I
The hole kind of like fills in behind it.
Okay, that's what I was figuring.
Yeah.
I'm gonna prepare to attack in case it shows up again.
Okay.
I got a funny feeling it's gonna pop out somewhere.
All right. I'm going to move. Let's see. I'm going to move behind Hadhup.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I'm trying to be behind, like, out of the line of sight of everybody.
Okay.
And I'm going to give everybody a warning: do not look at me. I know that usually makes people want to look at me, but I am going to tell people, do not look at me.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast some horrific doubles.
All right. Hadhup. Hadhup will... Hadhup's going to move over here and is actually going to start looking around for things. Erasmus.
Fuck, I don't want to electrocute another member of the party.
Nothing you can see right now anyway.
Besides Gord, is anybody else? Do we want to meet a wasted channel? Wait, so Khatri is dead. We don't know where that's at.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ready some magic missiles in case it pops up. That way I can fire them.
That is fine. Constog.
I'm just gonna fly a bit higher into the air and then give myself a healing.
Okay. Excellent. Well, that will most certainly inform its decision. It does not want to fight any more wolves, but you know what it wants is a tasty snack?
Elf?
This little elf hanging out back here, far away from everybody else, and its maw will, like, reach forward, lunging out to take a bite. Its eyeless form attacking.
All right.
I am so sorry, Niev. This thing has, like, all of the defenses against the things. As you said, like, horrific doubles, I was like, oh, she's gonna be so sad it doesn't see.
That's okay.
20 plus 17. Does a 21 hit?
It does.
4, 21, and d20 plus 5. Does a 43 beat your CMB?
Yes.
You are grappled.
Ah,
Erasmus, you have a ready to action, by the way.
Yeah.
What were you casting?
Magic
missiles,
missile?
right? Go ahead and cast your magic missiles.
caster check.
Yep. That is a success.
25. All right. Spending those points. Okay, what's going on here?
I'm sorry, Erasmus. I cannot let you do that.
I know.
Let's see.
That's
20.
28. I need
Yep.
to-
Am I able to immediate action try to liberating command myself?
Hold on.
Okay.
I need to read logistically how it works. That's weird because you would take an AO then to do it.
Could I not try and cast defensively, or
That's the weird part. Like, you like don't know it's coming, so you hold on.
okay?
This is one of these weird things about adding
Yeah.
these immediate action spells.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've never really run into this, so I just am not quite sure. That's why I asked.
Yeah, I feel like when you cast offensively, it's supposed to be like you. Go ahead, give me a cast level check. Either way,
All right.
we'll use that to determine whether or not you can, or a concentration check rather.
Okay. Whoops, I'm on Hunter sheet.
That's what you'd have to do in this grapple anyway. Yeah, that will be fine.
All right.
Roll me an escape artist.
All right. It's not too good, but we'll see.
Oh, that is not enough, unfortunately.
Well, I had to try.
Yep. You only needed like a 10 there. Or
Dang.
actually, I guess you need a 13.
Well, oh, okay. You're saying plus what I would get with liberating
Correct.
command.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sort.
All right, I'm gonna move in here and slip past the wolf to
Yep.
here, and then Luminos.
All right. Roll me the d20 plus 7.
All right, come on. D20 plus 7, please, 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 please.
Yes, that is enough. It will make a reflex save.
Bastard.
This thing is tough.
Oh, and it will luck out. And it will. So the cloud is there, and like the bolts are hitting next to it. It just happens to like wiggle, luckily, out of the way of one of them. But this time, the cloud is persistent. You feel like it just got lucky because something that large should not have been able to evade a bolt of lightning falling from a cloud. Niev.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to attempt to cast defensively
Mm-hmm.
if I can. So I'll do that first. I'm wanting to cast Fey Form.
That is not going to be as well. Actually, I think for the way that you're doing this, that will be successful. Yeah.
Okay. I'm wanting to turn into the stabby one.
Okay. Yeah, you will change form. And anything you want to do with your move action?
It's a standard to try and get out of a grapple.
It is a standard to try to get out of a grapple. Yep.
Okay. Then I don't really think there's anything I can do with my
Okay.
move action.
And then what about Hunter?
Hunter obviously is going to come after this thing.
Mhm.
So is it like right here?
It is right there. Like this corner right here is technically an attackable corner, so you could 5-foot step and get your attack.
Okay. Well, that's what Hunter's going to do.
Yep. That's way more than a 5-foot step. If you move more than a 5-foot step, you will get an AO.
Right. No, I'm just wanting the 5-foot step.
That will just barely manage to hit. It is still technically grappling Niev, which will matter in this particular case. And roll me the extra d6 for Thorn Body. Yeah.
And then it gets an attack -5?
Yeah, because you're only 5-foot stepped. Hold on one sec. Let me see if I'm about to... Oh, no, that won't confirm.
Okay.
Yeah. This thing is bleeding profusely. And then the extra thorn penetrates it. And consciousness for this thing is lost, and it drops. And Niev drops out of its mouth. I can take us out of combat.
Can I like stab it open to try and get it, Katri?
Yeah, you can cut. You all can like cut it open, no problem.
Excellent.
But yeah, you cut it open, and you will find a dead Katri inside.
Buddy.
As in body.
Yeah. Let me check something though. I don't think. Okay, never mind. Never mind what I was thinking. Headhup though instead will roam about and mention that he's found a pile of something back here. When you also cut this thing open, you can find a number of goblinoid bodies as well that are fairly decayed, but not completely. This thing needs to eat quite a bit in order to survive.
I will say that I can put ant haul on somebody so that we can get Hunter's body. I mean, not Hunter. Katri's body back.
Guys, there's a lot.
I'm going to take a moment to heal myself, but then I will go over to Hadho. Oh.
So I said it's easier. Okay. In the pile of stuff that is over there, there's not much of value inside of its body. Most of the little things you find are like rocks and pebbles and stuff. But in a pile of stuff that Hadhup has found, there is quite a bit of coin. There are some gems. There is some magic stuff, which I will just give you guys, because at this point you guys can identify it pretty well. And lastly, there is a lot of miscellaneous junk. final number here from? Oh, I guess that is it. Okay.
Is the chest locked? Is there anything inside of it, or?
None of the chests are like they've all been basically broken open and spilled out all over the place.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I would say maybe we just take the valuable things and we can leave like the chestnuts and the random other things for the goblins, maybe?
Well, they were probably mostly theirs to begin with.
That's true.
Probably things that people dropped when it surprised them.
I'm gonna look for a female goblin body, because that's what we're here for.
Yeah, there's like there's a couple of goblin bodies. So you guys
All right, let's grab 2. Would it be better to have 2?
I think we just need the one. Whichever one's in the best condition, I guess.
Okay. We'll pick what we think is a female goblin body in the best condition.
Yep.
Is there any kind of rules or anything we need to do? I don't want to botch this.
No, you just need to get it back.
Okay. Oh, yeah. There's that.
All right. I'm not super strong, but I do have ant haul that we can.
Yeah, you mentioned you were going to use the ant haul.
Yeah.
So yeah, you all can take the body back. As you guys come back through the town, Headhup will ask to be excused for a couple of moments, for a few minutes. He'll rush off, and then he'll come back and then guide you guys back through the tapestry. And back to Harveston.
When we get back to Harveston, I will ask Candor if he happens to know where we can get a diamond worth roughly 1,000 GP.
What do you need that for?
I will just say, well, we were able to recover the goblin female, but Khatri unfortunately died while we were fighting the creature that killed the female.
And the 1,000 GP diamond is going to somehow solve this?
I have a spell that allows me to raise animal companions, but I need a diamond worth around 1,000 GP.
Well, you'd have to make it to the capital. That I know of, the painting doesn't go to the capital. Specific request of theirs.
I see.
How quickly would it be able to work?
Well, I would need to memorize the spell for the day, and well, I'm gonna just put it in. I believe it would be instantaneous once I actually cast it, but I have 11 days to do it.
Oh, you could journey out and try to get it. I'll reply back.
Where's the closest place to the capital?
The capital. Like where you're at right now, so I'll take you back to the map so you can see.
Yeah, okay.
Where you're at right now, basically going to both North Point or coming from where you are is equidistant.
Oh yeah, the capital's here, right?
Correct.
And there's no plants by any chance there.
There are no plants that exist, like none that you're aware of anyway. You right? You kind of have to know, and you have to know they have to be within a certain distance to travel like plants, unless you have. Thought the higher one was like 7th level spell.
It's a 6th level. Oh, I don't know if there's a higher one, but it says the destination plant does not need to be familiar to me. But I would have to know that there were plants there, and I don't think that there are. So.
Hang on, let me look at the spell.
Okay.
I basically never have druids in any parties I run. So. Yeah, so you would need to know a particular kind of destination plant that you think would be in the capital city.
I see.
That I think is going to be the difficult part, because like what plants are in the capital. And if I remember correctly, let me double check something here. Maybe he's improved on things. I guess he gets a big enough bonus. Yeah. So Candor will, like if you ask him about it, Candor can reply back that there is a specific type of tree that is not likely to be between here and anything if you go like straight north. So that should bring you out through that tree.
Okay. Well, you know, Niev definitely would want to do this for Comstock to try and get a diamond so that we can raise Contri.
Yeah. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna check one more thing.
Okay. And of course, this would have to be the
Actually,
next day.
What I want you to do here is give me this would be the next day. So then
This would have to be, yeah.
Okay, so then we're not going to resolve this today then.
Okay.
Unless somebody has something they can do today about it. I do not want to bring the current day to an end yet.
Okay.
Does anybody have anything they can do about it on this day? No? Okay.
No.
All right, then I guess this is where we will say goodnight, everyone. Thanks for watching.